So the tulip poplar is one of my favorite trees, and I think it's because it's the first tree I learned to identify. And a 7-year-old taught me how to do it, and it was in Pennsylvania. So the 7-year-old, who we called Super Snake because it was at a Girl Scout camp, said, "It looks like the face of a cat. It's got 2 ears and some whiskers." And so we always called them kitty trees. And then later on I learned that it was also called the tulip poplar, or Liriodendron tulipifera as the scientific name. I love trees. I think there's a really deep human bond and connection to trees. I mean, if you grew up in a place where there are trees, right? And I think that they mean so much more to us than just a resource that we use for, like everything, right? To building, to keeping warm, to food in the case of like maple syrup. So trees are a natural resource, but they are also, I think, a deep part of our culture, maybe sometimes even spirituality and sense of being. So I think we are lucky to be surrounded by them in the Pacific Northwest. And with great privilege comes great responsibility, that we must manage them wisely so that they are still here for future generations, and so that they can continue to sequester carbon that we really need them to do right now. So here are some questions to ponder. Is the carbon in this paper going to be stored longer or shorter than the carbon in this pencil, or the carbon in this bark that's on the ground, or the carbon that is used to build the timber beams, if there are timber beams? No, there are for sure, in this building. So just think about like the long-term storage of that carbon in these different forest wood products.